Hey Leo, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast. I'm sorry. I know I've been away. I know that this is a late post for the weekly forecast, but I figured, better late than never. I did not want to leave you another week without a forecast. So we're going to connect and see what's coming up here for the Leo collective. Leo sun, moon, and rising. One more shuffle here. We're going to get right on into it. And I'm going to move you all just a little bit closer here. And we're going to look at the cards. The first card coming up here for the collective is the Hermit. And this could be Virgo energy, Virgo sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo that might be very significant in your life. If you have Virgo placements, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or those areas of your life. The major arcana cards come in when we're at a significant period in our life, a significant turning point, a new chapter. And so in that sense, the Hermit card can be very much a card about awakening. Okay, like awakening, spiritual ascension, stepping into our spiritual gifts, or stepping into a role as a spiritual teacher, or finding a spiritual teacher or guide. Hermit card also comes up when we might be feeling as though we need a break from people. It might feel as though being around people is a little overwhelming, a little draining, and we might be finding that we're recharging and just feeling better when we have some space and some time to ourselves. So you could potentially be feeling a little less social. Maybe you're not enjoying hanging out with some people that you before liked to be around, and you might be finding that you're enjoying this alone time, you're enjoying the solitude, you're not sad, you're not lonely, but you're seeking out some alone time. And for me, the Hermit is very much in terms of like healing, like little caterpillar who's in the cocoon, and in that stillness, in that time of being still and alone and resting, the most magical transformation is happening. The wings are sprouting. And so I feel a lot of you are like you've been through it and you're just taking a moment, you're resting, and in that rest, your wings are coming out. Your wings are sprouting. And when that caterpillar comes out of the cocoon, it's a butterfly. And it's going to go places. It's going to see things that the caterpillar could never even have dreamed of. So I feel there's really, really big things coming down the pipeline for the Leo collective. You might not be aware of it. You might not see it yet, but it's coming. Okay, I feel like there's going to be a lot of really significant changes, happy changes, positive changes, and lots of upgrades in store for you. But right now, you might be kind of charging up for that. The next card coming up here for the Leo collective is the Five of Wands. Okay, Five of Wands can be inner conflict and inner struggle. Sometimes the Five of Wands could be arguing or competing with other people, but because you're in the Hermit energy, I feel like you've already disconnected from that kind of drama. I feel the Five of Wands is there may be an internal struggle within yourself to accept the things that you're beginning to see. And when I say to accept it, I feel it's more so like you've seen the true colors of certain people, of certain situations, but you're like, oh, I don't want to be judgmental, or oh, I don't want to be negative, or oh, I don't want to be pessimistic. And so there could be a person or a situation that you're still wanting to give the benefit of the doubt. You're in this Hermit energy, you're finding certain people exhausting and draining, and you're saying, oh, I just need a little bit of a break, and then we're going to pick up our friendship again. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's not meant for you anymore. Okay? Don't try to force it, because that's when we start to sometimes run into like tower moments, right? When the universe tells us this isn't meant for you anymore, but you keep trying to hold on to it, we'll end up with a tower moment. So I feel the Five of Wands is more here like you've seen the truth about a person, You've seen the truth about a situation. You know it's not meant for you. And you're just telling yourself, you know what? It'll be okay. I'm just going to take a little break and I'll come back to it. Don't go back to it. Don't go back to it. Okay? Because it's not aligned. It's not aligned with your ascension. It's not aligned with your growth. It's not aligned with the direction you're going in. The next card that's coming up here for the Leo Collective is the Wheel. Now we have another Major Arcana card. So when I have Major Arcana cards coming in together, coming in back to back, it tells me big changes and big shifts in a short period of time. And I had to peek when I saw that. And spoiler alert, your next card is also a Major Arcana card. I won't say which one yet. But all of your cards except for one are a Major Arcana card. Buckle up, Buttercup. Leo, this tells me big changes in a short period of time. Big changes. But changes for the better. The kind of changes where we're breaking out of past life agreements. We're breaking out of karmic and toxic cycles. We're coming into new energy. We're shifting. Anytime we're going through changes that are that big, we're going to have negative ego coming up because negative ego hates change, even when the change is good. And so you're coming into a time where you're going to have to be mind over matter. Be present of your thoughts. Be aware when that negative ego is sinking in so you can catch it early on and you can, work past it. You can think positively past it and pray and meditate and do the positive affirmations to not allow that negative ego to take root. The Well is a card that comes up when we may also be feeling the need to spend time in nature. We may feel as though nature is calling to us. And it's going to be in connecting with that earth energy and spending time in nature that we're going to have a lot of inspiration coming to us. So I feel, Leo, that you're coming into an incredibly creative time. Incredibly creative time. You may be spending a lot of time alone, depending on where you are. You may be kind of hunkering down or hunkering in, and you may be focusing on a lot of ideas. You may be spending time in nature, or you may be incorporating nature elements within your home or your living space. Maybe you're bringing in crystals, maybe house plants, rocks, things of this nature. You may, or maybe doing something in terms of like, sitting in the garden if you have a garden, or, sitting with a tree. It doesn't necessarily have to be like going out into the wilderness, in other words, but you're grounding yourself. You're really connecting to earth energy. You're really grounding yourself, and you're coming up with a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration, and I feel a tremendous boost of creativity and ideas and inspiration of steps that you're going to take, things that you're going to do that are going to be improving the quality of your life. Some of you are going to get a really big idea in terms of also finances, ways in which you're going to be improving or strengthening your finances. But I feel a time of really great ideas and just creating lots of new vibrant energy coming in. Your outcome here, as I said, your outcome is also a major arcana card, and we have the Hierophant. Okay, this could be Taurus energy, sun, moon, or rising, or Venus that you could be dealing with. If you have Taurus placements, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Okay, Taurus is also earth energy. So even though you're and Virgo is earth energy. So even though you're a fire sign, I'm telling you, Leo, you are very grounded. You're coming back into your body. I feel like your angels and guides are pulling you into your body. Maybe you've been doing things to escape, right? Maybe you've been wanting to be in the element of air. Maybe you've been wanting to, be in the spiritual realm. And maybe you've gotten really into things like astral projection and things like that. And I'm not telling you that you can't be into it. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't do it. But for a lot of you, Spirit is saying, okay, you've had a lot of fun playing in that realm. That's great. That's wonderful. But right now, we need to come back into our body for a little bit. Right now is time to be grounded. And so I feel like some of you are being pulled from that element of realm, uh, being pulled from the ether back down to the earth, back down into your body. And I feel it's directly connected to manifesting and creating and establishing stability in your life so that you don't feel like you want to run off into the ether. Um, Taurus is also commitment. Some of you could be manifesting marriage or a life partner, agreements, contracts, truths, ethics, morals, priorities, principles, getting very clear about what you believe. Some of you may be getting very clear about uh, like the rules by which you're choosing to live your life moving forward. And that in itself is going to establish permanence for you, stability for you in your life, because now you know what you're aligning with in terms of connections, in terms of relationships, um, to where now you can establish friendships and relationships based upon like common goals and beliefs, to where there's a nice solid foundation, right? It's not going to be a temporary relationship or friendship. It's not a drinking buddy or a fair weather friend. Like the kinds of connections of people who are going to be with us through thick and thin, people who are going to be with us, you know, through the hard times and the good times, people who are going to lift us up and encourage us and inspire us, and vice versa. So I feel a sense of connection here. You're really manifesting a sense of connection, and it feels very beautiful and stable and safe. It feels very safe. I just feel a strong sense of safety with these cards. So maybe that's something you haven't felt in a long time. Maybe you've never felt it in your life, but now you're coming into a time where you're going to be experiencing that energy. You're going to have that safe energy. You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a playlist in the description of the video to take you to the other weekly forecasts, so you can check those out. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite. You can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.